first time, Amelia and her sister Kiriko reconcile. But Amelia now wishes to continue her journey with Aki. After bidding farewell to her father and sister, she sets off with Aki once more. Due to recent bandit activity near the Elf continent, the Elf King arranges an escorted carriage to take Aki and Amelia to the port. On the route, Aki asks Yuru why he's been so well behaved in the Elf continent. Yuru explains that, as a demon, acting recklessly might cause more trouble for Aki. He also reveals that although he's now bound to Aki by a master familiar contract, the Demon King can still see everything Aki does through his eyes. Suddenly, Aki's aura sensing skill detects bandits. The bandits, holding hostages, threaten Aki and his companions to drop their weapons and surrender. Using his aura concealment, Aki swiftly deals with the bandits. From them, he learns the mastermind behind these raids is a noble from the Beastman continent named Graham. Aki instructs their elven escorts to take the captured bandits back to the Elf King, while he and Amelia board a ship bound for the Beastman continent. Amelia had hoped for a romantic voyage with Aki, but to her annoyance, he spent his time either sleeping or engrossed in reading, completely missing her hints. Several days later, they safely arrive on the Beastman continent. Immediately upon this embarking, they are harassed by several Beastman thugs. Not wanting to cause a scene, Aki gives them a minor lesson before leaving with Amelia. This incident gives Aki a sense of how lowly humans are regarded on the Beastman continent. However, something else puzzles him. The residents of the Beastman continent seem deeply afraid of Yoru. Seeing that Yoru isn't inclined to explain, Aki doesn't press further. At the end, Amelia remarks that the bed is large enough for 2 people. Understanding her hint, Yoru tactfully excuses himself, telling Aki via telepathy to enjoy the night. Aki is fully aware of Amelia's feelings for him, but unsure how to respond. He ultimately chooses to pretend to be asleep, avoiding the intimate moment. The next morning, Yoru brings Aki and Amelia a special guest Koro, the world's finest blacksmith. This was Yoru's reason for suggesting they come to the Beastman continent. Noticing Koro seems to look down on Aki, Amelia feels displeased. Yoru warns Amelia not to underestimate Koro, revealing he was a member of the previous hero's party. This shocks both Aki and Amelia. After listing the materials needed for the repairs, Koro takes the weapon and leaves. Amelia then tells Aki she wants to speak with Koro privately. Aki asks Yoru to accompany Amelia so they can stay in telepathic contact if anything happens, while he goes to find a way to obtain permission to enter the dungeon to gather the necessary materials. Meanwhile, Amelia finds Koro and asks him to teach her some combat skills. She feels she's currently nothing but a burden to Aki and wants to become stronger to be of real help. Koro doesn't answer directly, instead asking Yoru if this was part of his request. Noticing Koro keeps referring to Yoru as the demon of Aldo Rey, Amelia asks about the story behind it. Yoru explains that a century ago, because the Beastmen continually invaded demon territories, he was sent by the Demon King to destroy Aldo Rey, the most prosperous city on the Beastman continent. As retaliation, his initial mission was just to teach the nobles a lesson, but his demonic nature took over, and he became lost in the slaughter, ultimately destroying the entire city. This is why Beastmen fear black cats. Adding to the story, Koro tells Amelia that his own sister lost her life in that event. However, the one truly responsible for her death was neither the Demon King nor Yoru, but the noble Graham, who prioritized saving himself during the disaster and abandoned others. Suddenly, the city comes under attack by monsters. Amelia and Yoru rush to aid in the defense. To her shock, Amelia encounters the very mysterious figure who nearly killed Kiriko. The man introduces himself as Olam, stating that the Demon King specifically ordered him not to take Amelia's life. He then summons a monster to abduct Amelia. Learning that Amelia has been kidnapped, Aki panics. In that moment, he finally realizes the depth of his feelings for her. An immense surge of shadow magic erupts from him, enveloping the entire city and instantly annihilating all the monsters. However, Aki collapses unconscious from the exertion. Will Aki succeed in rescuing Amelia? Follow my channel to be the first to know the latest updates in the new series.